When Russell Crowe finally broke his silence in a recent interview, no one expected him to mention the names Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban in the same breath, and what he revealed has the entire entertainment world buzzing. According to sources close to the actor, Crowe recently spoke about a moment years ago when Nicole privately warned Keith that rumors of an affair circling Hollywood could destroy everything they'd built together. To understand why this story has shaken fans so deeply, you have to know the bond these three Australians share. Crowe, Kidman, and Urban aren't just famous faces from the same country. They've been part of the same close-knit Hollywood circle for decades. Nicole and Russell have known each other since the early days of their careers in Sydney, long before fame turned their names into brands. They've always shared a quiet loyalty, a friendship based on trust, honesty, and fierce protectiveness. So when Nicole heard whispers that Keith might be getting too close to someone during one of his early tours, she didn't stay silent. Russell says she did what few stars would ever do in the glare of celebrity. She confronted the problem head-on. As Russell told it, Nicole had heard the talk not from tabloids, but from people she trusted in the industry. At first, she didn't believe it. But when the same story began to surface again and again, she decided to speak to Keith directly. Russell recalled her saying, "I knew it could all explode if I didn't face it. I told Keith, if there's truth in it, fix it. If it's gossip, prove them wrong." It wasn't anger that drove her, he said, but fear. Fear of seeing another marriage crumble under the weight of fame. Those who know Nicole Kidman understand she's not the type to publicly air private matters. Her calm, graceful image often hides an emotional core made of steel. She's seen what betrayal can do. She's lived through it before. Her first marriage to Tom Cruise ended amid rumors and speculation, something she's always described as devastating. So when it came to Keith, the man she calls her soul anchor, she refused to let history repeat itself. Russell Crowe admitted that when he saw Nicole during that time, she seemed unusually quiet. Not broken, he said, but focused, like a woman guarding something sacred. He admired her for not turning to the press, for keeping the conversation between herself and her husband. And as it turned out, that private warning may have saved their relationship. Keith Urban later spoke in interviews about a rough patch early in their marriage, admitting to mistakes, addiction, and the challenges of balancing fame with family life. Though he never directly mentioned the rumors, his emotional words about nearly losing Nicole now feel like echoes of that moment Russell described. "She stood by me when I wasn't easy to love," Keith once confessed. "She saved my life." Insiders now say Nicole's courage that day marked a turning point for both of them. She and Keith rebuilt their marriage with honesty and counseling, stepping out of the Hollywood chaos and focusing on their daughters and their home life in Nashville. Russell Crowe, who has remained close to both, said he's always admired how they handled their pain privately. "You don't often see that kind of strength," he said quietly. "Most people let pride ruin everything." His words have reignited discussion online, with fans both shocked and deeply moved by how Nicole handled such a delicate situation. Today, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban stand as one of the few Hollywood couples whose bond seems unbreakable. Their love has weathered scandal, temptation, and time, and in the end, it might just be Nicole's quiet warning and Russell's honesty in sharing it now that reminds the world that even in Hollywood, truth and loyalty still matter.